Hello everyone, it's Kim from the Palmore Institute. Today we're looking at essential speaking and Unit 1, Lesson B, and it's called Daily Activities. Okay, so just be careful. Essential speaking, and today looking at Unit 1, Lesson B, Daily Activities. Okay, let's have a look at that. Okay, and it's clear. Okay, so what we're looking at today is daily activities, and this is basically lesson B on page 4. And what we're looking at here is basically we have 6 pictures, okay, as you can see here. Okay, and we look at these 6 pictures and we practice a short conversation. As an example, we have this first picture here, go for a walk. And there's basically a small conversation that you can practice. So what are they doing? And then you make a sentence, they are going for a walk. Okay, so there are 5 other pictures, and basically try to make small conversations with those pictures as well. Let me give you an example we have on the second part here. Make conversations with remaining pictures and text. Ask more questions to continue the conversation. So as you can see, the other text they've got on the bottom here: attend class, have lunch, play sports, surf the internet, and take the subway. Okay, an example of a conversation, and if you're going to ask some extra questions, is what are they doing? Okay, they are going for a walk. And extra question, do you like going for walks? And the reply, yes, I do. I walk around my neighborhood. Okay, so you've got those pictures. Remember, you've got the first picture, and you've got 5 other pictures with 5 other texts. Try to make small conversations by adding extra questions there. Okay, that's exercise 6. Moving on, we go to exercise 7. Okay, that's exercise 7. And in exercise 7, basically it's a listening activity there. Sorry, it's a listening activity, and you're going to listen to 6 texts, and people are talking about everyday activities, and then you have to number the activities from 1 to 6. Okay, that's exercise A. So I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to give you a listening exercise, as you can see on this chart here. Listen and match the answer to each question. Okay, so I will read 6 questions, and as I read 6 questions, please choose the best answer, either A, B, or C. Let's start with the first one. So listen carefully. I will read 6 questions, and please match the best answer to each question. Let's have a look at number 1. Okay, number 1. When do you attend English class? Number 2. Okay, number 2. Do you take the subway every day? Number 3. Do you go for a lot of walks? Number 4. I'm hungry. Number 4. Do you usually have lunch after class? Number 5. What sports do you like to play? Number 6. Is baseball your favorite sport? Okay, one more time. Let me read those 6 questions, and please choose the best answer, A, B, or C. Okay, here we go. Number 1. When do you attend English class? Number 2. Do you take the subway every day? Number 3. Do you go for a lot of walks? Number 4. Do you usually have lunch after class? Number 5. What sports do you like to play? And number 6. Is baseball your favorite sport? Okay, so hopefully you'll be able to answer those questions. So basically that's a listening exercise, and so you have to choose A, B, or C. Okay, so that's for exercise 7. Okay, moving on, and we go to exercise 8. And have a look at exercise 8. It's basically a grammar exercise, and this way, okay, so you can see that clearly. And let's have a look at this. So the grammar point here is yes, no questions. Okay, let me show an example. Okay, and that's what it looks like. Grammar point, yes and no questions. Now we have basically questions with the verb be. As you see, the first one, are you an actor? And because it's a yes no question, are you an actor? And you answer, yes I am, or no I'm not. The next question, is she a pilot? Yes, she is. No, she isn't. And the next question, okay, are they musicians? Yes, they are. No, they aren't. Okay, so that's questions with the verb be. Okay, we have, are you an actor? Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Is she a pilot? Yes, she is. No, she isn't. Are they musicians? Yes, they are. No, they aren't. You can also practice with other verbs. As an example, do you work in Osaka? Yes, I do. Or, no, I don't. Does he work in an office? Yes, he does. No, he doesn't. Do they work at home? Yes, they do. No, they don't. So as you can see, these yes and no questions, so you have questions with the verb be or other verbs. Now, there are many kinds of yes and no questions. As an example, on the bottom, you have am, can, were, have, was, could, should, and will. Examples would be, am I an English teacher? Can you cook okonomiyaki? Were you here yesterday? Have you been to Mount Fuji? All kinds of questions. Okay, so that's an example of yes, no questions. That's the focus on lesson B. Okay, yes and no questions. Okay, moving on. Now we go to exercise 9. Okay, exercise 9 is actually a conversation. Right? Okay, so I've made a conversation here. Let's have a look at the conversation together. You can see that. Oops. Actually, maybe I should turn this the other way around. Okay. You can see that. Now let's have a look at this conversation, exercise 9, okay, page 5. Now there are 3 people, A, B, and C. Okay, so the lady on the left-hand side is C, and in the middle is A, and on the right-hand side there's man, person B. So let's have a look at this conversation between the 3 people. So starting first, Kenny, this is my friend Megan. She's from Australia. Nice to meet you, Megan. Are you an English teacher? No, I'm not. I'm a student here in Japan. Do you study Japanese? Yes, I do. I study at Sakura Language School. Can you write hiragana and katakana? Yes, I can, but it is still difficult. Have you eaten okonomiyaki? No, I haven't, but I'll eat it tonight. That's great. Please enjoy it. I love it. Okay, so that's an example of a conversation between 3 people and using yes-no questions. As an example, as you can see, there are, 4 yes and no questions. The first one, are you an English teacher? So remember, are you an English teacher? And the answer, no, I'm not. Okay. The next question, do you study Japanese? Question, do. Do you study Japanese? And the answer, yes, I do. And the next question, can you write hiragana and katakana? Can. Can you write hiragana and katakana? And the answer, yes, I can. But it is still difficult. And the final question, have. Have you eaten okonomiyaki? Have you eaten okonomiyaki? And the answer, no, I haven't. Okay, but I'll eat it tonight. So this is just a review of those 4 basically yes and no questions. Okay, are, do, can, and have. And remember, your reply should be yes and no following the form of the question. That's an example of yes and no questions in a conversation. Okay, finally we go to the last page. Okay, the last page is basically a a communication task where you have to make questions. So let me give you examples. For homework practice, let's have a look at this together. So what we have here, please practice making yes/no questions with these topics. So I've given you a list of topics here. Like to play sports, play the piano, Mount Fuji, live in a house or an apartment, Chinese, father is a good cook, drink bubble tea. So please try to make yes and no questions with these following topics. So remember using do, does, is, are, can. And as we have these topics again, like to play sports, play the piano, Mount Fuji, live in a house or an apartment, Chinese, father is a good cook, drink bubble tea. Bubble tea, another name is tapioca. Okay. Well, thanks guys. Well, that's the end of lesson B. Okay. I'll see you in the next lesson. Okay. Thank you. Study hard.